Hi, welcome to another lesson. In this lesson, we are going to focus on phishing, which is one of the most common ways attackers trick people rather than systems. Phishing attacks rely on social engineering and deception, and understanding how they work helps explain why even well-protected systems can still be compromised. So let's get right into it. So what is phishing? Phishing is a human-focused attack technique, and it is a form of social engineering. It relies on deception rather than technical exploits. It tricks people into taking harmful actions, and it is one of the most common attack methods that exist currently in the world. Now, why phishing works so well? Phishing succeeds by exploiting human behavior. It targets normal human reactions, it creates urgency or fear, it is designed to look legitimate, and it requires very little technical skill. If you can know how to write or how to talk, then you should be able to attack through phishing. Now, what are the common phishing channels that we have? Phishing attacks reach victims through familiar channels. One of them is email, and email is the most common channel. SMS too are widely used, that is SMS messages. Also, phone calls are used for direct interaction, and social media messages are increasingly becoming very popular. Now, what are the examples of email phishing that we have? Email phishing often mimics trusted organizations, and here are some examples. It could be a fake bank or financial alerts. It could be password reset messages. It could be delivery or invoice notifications, and it could be security warning emails. Now, let's move to SMS and messaging phishing. We call this phishing attack smishing, that is SMS phishing. These are text-based phishing attacks, and they are short and urgent. They have to do with fake package delivery messages, account suspension alerts, urgent verification requests, and shortened links hiding malicious websites. So what they do is that they try to send you a message, and sometimes they put a link there and ask you to click, which will redirect you to a malicious website. The next one we're going to consider is voice phishing. Voice phishing relies on conversations and pressure. How it works is that attackers pretend to be a support staff, then they claim suspicious account activity, they put pressure on victims to share information, and they often target non-technical users. So they target people who are not technically sound or maybe technically oriented. The next thing we consider is social media phishing. Social platforms are ideal for impersonation. I'm pretty sure that if you go on all social media platforms right now, you are going to see fake profiles that are created impersonating somebody. You can see attackers impersonating friends or brands. You can see malicious links that are being shared even to some of the social media platforms. And fake giveaways or promotions are always used as bait. And this is common when it comes to social media phishing. Why do people fall for phishing? We should ask ourselves why. It is because phishing exploits predictable human triggers. And to explain that better, urgency and fear force quick decisions. Also, authority and trust lower suspicion, and curiosity drives clicks. Like you just want to see what is happening there, you're just curious. And incentives and rewards reduce caution. When they tell you that you've just won a lottery of $1 million, sometimes you don't even think about it. You want to quickly claim the money without being cautious or without having a second thought. So incentives and rewards can reduce caution as well, and people fall for that. Now, what do attackers want? Phishing is used to collect valuable access, and login credentials are a primary target. Personal information is collected as well. Financial details may be stolen with phishing, and attackers often want initial access to systems through phishing. Now, how can phishing lead to bigger attacks? Phishing is often just the first step. They just want to use that to gain access or to gain initial access. Compromised accounts can be taken over after they have gained access. They can also install malware. Also, through phishing, they can encrypt your data and then demand for money, and business email compromise can as well occur. The next thing we'll consider is how to spot phishing attempts. The first one is unexpected messages or requests. You are not expecting the message, you never requested for anything, and then you're just seeing the message. So that could be phishing. Also, poor grammar or unusual language. But with the advent of LLMs, large language models, or should I say AI models now, this might not be common again because some of them are not even using LLMs to write messages or to write emails. And some of these attackers behind these phishing attempts are even very good at English now. So that might not really be a problem any longer. Also, we have suspicious links or sender addresses. You can take note of this too. And then requests for sensitive information. When someone is requesting for sensitive information, then you should think twice. Now, what are the basic phishing prevention? In the previous lessons, I've mentioned that simple habits can greatly reduce phishing risk or any attack risk. And one of the things you must do when you're trying to prevent phishing is to pause before clicking links. Another one is verify requests through trusted channels and use multiple factor authentication. Also, security awareness training is very essential. Now, what have we learned so far? This lesson has explained why phishing remains effective, and we have seen that phishing targets people, not systems. One mistake can lead to serious damage. Phishing is simple but extremely effective, and awareness is the strongest defense against phishing. In the next lesson, we are going to consider password attacks and how credentials get compromised. As usual, let's take a test. The question is, why are phishing attacks one of the most effective cyber threats? Pause the video, read through the options, pick your answer and drop in the comments, then come back and play. Now, what's your answer? The correct answer is B. They target human behavior using deception, urgency, and trust to trick people into giving up access or information. That's all for this lesson. And please, if you're here to subscribe to our YouTube channel, kindly do that now. Also, do not forget to like this video, drop a thoughtful comment, and share with whosoever you think needs to say this. Thank you, and see you in the next lesson.